coming America! Yes! You too! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dork Entertainment. ZNN.
This is ZNN News.
Zamunda.
Reporting from Zamunda.
Zamunda National News? Is Zamunda
Zamunda, yeah, I think it is Zamunda National News.
So obviously, as you can see, we are reviewing Coming to America. It's finally out. Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall is back.
They're all back, yes.
Majority of 99% of there's one person missing who I thought was quite crucial, but they're not in this. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I was expecting a lot from this movie. You know, Coming to America is one of our cult.
It's a cult classic.
Favorites.
Yeah.
Like,
One of the
cult
favorites,
classic, favorite movies, you know, just of the growing up at that age and
Yeah. Like it's such a good comedy. It's a good comedy for its time, and it still is quite funny to this day, right?
To this day.
Oh yeah,
Hands
definitely.
Now we get to Coming to America, the sequel with the number 2, right? So we just watched it recently, so our thoughts are still fresh in our minds, and so we're going to do a quick review. So we're just going to start off with the scores. So we're just going to go around the grounds, and I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
So I had really high expectations for this movie, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
It does suffer a little bit from sequelitis, like a lot of movies do, unfortunately. But it is funny. It is fun. It's a fun movie, I got to say. It's not as good as the first one, but it is a fun one-time watch, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you reckon, Daniel?
I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10. It just seemed like such a fun movie, and everyone just seemed to just enjoy it and have a good time. And I mean, even just seeing Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall play their characters again.
Yes.
It was just
it's fun.
It's fun. This was just a fun movie.
Yeah.
Very fun. I definitely enjoyed it.
What did you think, David?
I thought it was really good. I originally was gonna give it 10 out of 10, but thinking about it, third act was a little rushed, so I'll drop it down to 7. But like saying on that, all the actors playing all the characters was just great. But I gotta say, I loved Wesley Snipes. He was just the best, honestly. What is happening?
Sorry, our dog is scratching the carpet of the carpet. No, Joey. Anyway, so how much? What was your final score?
Oh yeah, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. We'll talk a little bit about the other actors soon. So we've got quite a few actors in there. So just a warning as well. From here on, it's going to be spoilers. So spoiler warning. We're going to do a spoiler discussion on what we thought of the movie, and we don't want to spoil it for you, of course. But if you've watched the movie, please continue on from this point. I'm just gonna, since David's already got Dorkles on, original Dorkles, I'm gonna get Danny to put on the Dorkles for the review.
It feels different when you guys put it on.
Yeah, I know. Just get the story.
So excited.
So spoiler warning.
You have been warned.
So we'll start off with some of the characters. Okay, there is a lot of new characters in this. So you've got the original cast, minus the Queen.
Yeah, the Queen wasn't in it.
Yeah.
The original Queen.
Now I'm not really sure if the Queen is she the actor? Is she passed away? You were saying a bit earlier.
I think she has.
How do you know?
Earlier on,
I could be wrong, but that's what
let's just have a look. But anyway, the Queen is a noticeable absentee, but the rest of the cast is all back. And like you were saying earlier, Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, their chemistry and them getting back into the characters.
It's like they never left to begin with.
Yeah,
I wish Arsenio was just in it a little bit more. Like I felt like he was a bit put to the side, replaced by Eddie's son. So because of that, it was a bit more. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, Mage Sinclair. Yeah.
Queen Aeolian.
Oh, she did pass away in 1995.
Okay, that's why. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Madge Sinclair was the actress, and she passed away.
Was it Madge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Madge Sinclair.
Okay, yeah.
She passed away in 1995 at age 57. Rest in peace. But yeah, so the rest of the cast are back, and plus there's a whole new array of actors in there. So Wesley Snipes, you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes, he plays an awesome character in this. He does go over the top.
But I think
it's a
like
good
he just
amount
went
of
over the top that it was actually like
funny.
Yeah, it was just actually funny. He was so over the top that it was funny. It wasn't so over the top that it was cringy or like cheesy. It was actually like it's hilarious.
Yeah, and he plays like a sort of antagonist type role in this.
He's the antagonist. He plays his character's General Izzy.
General Izzy.
Yeah.
And of course, the storyline goes where General Izzy wants, Eddie Murphy's daughter to marry his son.
Yes.
Because Eddie Murphy doesn't have any sons. Then you find out he does have an illegitimate son in America, and they do a flashback sequence here. When they go to the bar.
Yeah, when they're in the bar in Queens.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, Prince Akeem and Sammy go to the bar.
And they meet the women there.
Yeah, like a whole array of women.
Yeah.
This flashback sequence is a continuation of that. Now, because it's a lot of the scenes are sort of in the dark here, they've used de-aging technology on their faces.
Is it de-aging or?
I don't know. I think it is de-aging.
De-aging? Yeah. Actually, it would be. It just looked really good. Like in a couple of years, we've come so far. Like our de-aging, like the technology is so good now.
It looks, I mean, we've all seen the Star Wars Luke Skywalker, face there. But this and an Iron Man as well earlier in the Marvel.
Oh yeah. Which one was that in?
I can't remember. Is one of the Iron Men or?
Even Captain America Civil War.
Yes,
and also in Ant-Man. Hank Pym.
Yeah. Michael Douglas.
Yes. Right. But this is really good because these scenes are in the dark in the club. So
you can it gets away with it, but it looks really good, really good.
But you know what? When we did the trailer analysis, I was saying that I didn't like how they just kind of chucked the sun, but like the explanation was just so like goofy and funny that it was kind of like it makes sense that happened. It makes sense.
Yeah. I guess, and then basically the rest of the story is, how they sort of, work out with the son, trying to marry the daughter of Wesley Snipes' character, and bringing peace to the region of
Zamunda and Nextdoria.
Look, in my opinion, it wasn't as funny as the first one, but it is a fun movie, no doubt, to watch.
Yeah.
I guess some of the good points I found was basically the comedy is it's the Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, the chemistry they have in that is great. So that was good to watch. The negative points, like it does drag on a bit because and it is a very I guess a story that we've all probably seen before at some point. But look, that was my only negative. There are a lot of characters in this, so I found that there's not a lot of focus. There was not a lot of time for a lot of them to expand. Apart from Eddie Murphy, the bastard son. They keep calling him the bastard son in this movie, and another character which I won't mention because it's a bit of a spoiler, but. There's not a lot of scope for everyone to expand, like Queen Lisa. I thought she didn't really have a lot to do in this.
The original, besides Eddie Murphy and really us, the main characters of the original movie were kind of put to the side.
Taking a
new
back
characters
seat.
Were given the light.
You do get James Earl Jones is in this as well for a short period. So
he was hilarious in this.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
He's got the voice. I'm telling you, he's the voice, and there is another voice in this as well, playing himself. But we won't spoil that because that's a pretty good one. And I did not see it coming. So there is another voice. That's all I will say. There's another voice in this who is an actor with a great voice.
It was very unexpected when we watched the film, and then when we realized who it was, we were like, "Oh dang!"
Because you hear the voice and you're like, "Oh, maybe it's a voiceover," and then you see the actor, you're like, "Oh my god, what have they done?" It's so funny. So look, it is a 7 out of 10 type of movie for me. It is worth a watch once at least.
Definitely.
Because it was entertaining.
Like, got nothing to do on a Saturday night. Grab some popcorn, grab a drink.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I think it is out in cinemas here as well.
Is
maybe.
It?
Or is it just on Amazon?
No, because Amazon Prime.
Imagine it will still be on Amazon, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of movies that are coming out in America on streaming are actually coming out here in the cinema as well. But I don't know if this is. I think this is just on Amazon.
No, because this is just Amazon Studios. I think it's just their thing. So yeah.
Another good thing I got to say with the characters, because Eddie Murphy loves to do multiple characters. Same with Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
They brought back all the characters from the
barber shop,
and
the priest,
and the singer. What's his name?
Randy
Watson. Yeah, that's it.
So he sort of he redoes makeup for this. Arsenio Hall does those characters as well.
Yeah.
And there's a new character. I don't know if he was in the first one, the shaman, the witch.
No,
doctor.
he wasn't.
No, he
wasn't. That's Arsenio Hall, isn't it?
Baba. Yeah.
It is Baba. Yeah.
I always think I was like, I'm pretty sure it's one of them two, but I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenio Hall plays Reverend Brown. That's who
yeah,
it is.
Reverend
Yeah.
Can I get an amen, brother?
Man, you did that really well.
Okay, jeez.
Yeah.
Watched the movie like a billion times. Copy the voice.
No. So, just to sum it up, in my opinion, we'll just do a quick summary. I thought it's worth a watch. It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
One time watch, definitely. It's not as funny as the original, but if you're a fan of Eddie Murphy, I wouldn't say it's his best work, but it is a pretty good movie. I gotta say, it's worth a watch.
It's definitely worth a watch. Yeah, definitely worth a watch.
How would you sum it up, Daniel? What would you say?
Same thing. It's definitely worth a watch. I mean, obviously, for those that see Coming to America as a classic, while this sequel does honor it in its own way, it's also something new. So it's definitely worth a watch.
I feel like the story is the same story from Coming to America.
Yeah.
But from the perspective of the father. So Eddie Murphy's the father in this, and it's from his perspective. Like, it's very similar to that. My only other gripe with this is it's called Coming to America, but I feel like most of the movie is in Zamunda.
That's the...
Coming to Zamunda?
Yeah. You know, it's sort of going to America, then coming back to Zamunda, where most of the movie is, then going back to America, then coming back to Zamunda. Yeah. So... a lot of the movie is in Zamunda, but it's called Coming to America. And
that's like a little nitpick. Yeah, but I mean, obviously we can, that is a fair enough. Yeah. That's a fair enough point. But yeah, definitely enjoy it. There was a lot of
cameos
in this. Yeah. I'm just looking at the cast right now, and it's still like.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. Wow. Just. Absolutely amazing how they got all these cast members.
I think it's got a lot to do with Eddie Murphy. I feel like they'll listen to Eddie Murphy, and if he asks them, they'll be like, yeah, Eddie.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, he was like one of the biggest entertainers.
And Coming to America is a really really big movie.
And everyone knows that movie. Yeah.
So how would you sum it up, David? What did you think?
For those who are disappointed in Dumber and Dumber 2, whatever the
Dumb and
Dumber 2. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I love Jim Carrey, but that movie sucked. But Coming to America didn't suck. So yeah, watch that, guys. It wasn't as bad as that. Okay, so like we've been burned in the past by 80s and 90s sequels. I don't think this was one of those sequels that really
did that.
Like it really like. One thing was it did capture the essence of the original. That's what I felt like.
And we see a lot more of Zamunda.
Yes. Yeah.
And the sets and everything is quite grand.
Yeah.
They've really put a lot of money into it.
Yeah,
you can see.
Amazon Studios just turned into like a powerhouse, really. Like,
I'm really looking forward to Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings series, coming
out.
Right, yeah. What's the next big? I mean, got Lord of the Rings and The Boys season 3. So Amazon Studios.
And I can't find that guy's name in the cast, but do you know that one that announces everyone?
Oh, he's
Oha.
Yeah, Paul Bates. Yeah,
he's back. I mean, a lot of the actors, of course, they've aged. But
34 years.
Yeah, and they've even brought Paul Bates, Oha, the one that announces the arrival, back as well, which is great. I really love that. So to sum it up, for me, 7 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Yeah. So please check out Coming to America. Let us know what your thoughts are. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. and we shall see you in the next video.
Peace.
What the hell?